2-0 this one, but at the same time, we love to see an evenly split series. It can be good times too. We do have all 10 players on the server, so I'm going to go ahead and drop us into the game. Definitely not biased, chat, by the way. So Nouns, given they won on Nuke, they have the bubble below their name filled in. Akimbo going to be looking to fill in a bubble as well. Or we will see if Nouns will step away with the 2-0. Bias towards every noun? Yeah, I know. Me too. Alright, it does start off very bright, so we're going to go hang out in the dark part of the map with N2O. Playing an E-box. It's dark here. Get your sunglasses on and such. There we go. Alright, looks like we've got Akimbo on the T side, Nouns on the CT side. We do have a knife round to start this one off, and then after the knife round, after pistol round, is when the prediction closes. So get your channel points in while you can. Let's get into it. Teams racing out of spawn, and hopefully we get a little bit quicker of a knife round than we did in that last one. That last knife round was a little bit silly. Nouns pushing forward on the bridge. Akimbo just giving them space. There's the first slice. And we finally get first blood. Obi, last player standing. Ooh, but he's drawing some blood himself, but it's going to be peeping to close this one out. And the knife round goes to Nouns. So they will get their side choice. Oh god, don't do that with a Negev. Don't do that. Just waiting for Nouns to make their choice. They're likely going to choose the T side. There they go, so. There we are. And let us get into it. Akimbo starting things off on the CT side. Nouns starting things off on the T side for Anubis. Nouns looking for the 2-0 after their performance on Nuke. Akimbo's looking to bring this one to a 1-1. And off we go. Nouns splitting things up to start off the round. And Akimbo's doing a pretty standard setup as well for their CT side. So this is as good a time as any that if you are watching this on YouTube on the rewatch, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for Twitch. I appreciate all those follows coming in. And, well, it looks like we're about to have our first contact here. Cameron bringing out those dualies, going wild. Not hitting a single shot, though. That is going to force Nouns back through. Now, looking at the shots into E-box. Cryptic just taking chip damage off of Obi. Decides to go for the reload. It does seem like Nouns are going to decide for sure to go for this. Cryptic, though, only able to take down one, but they do get to force Akimbo back down out through E-box, so ooh, we're going to have a big contact in here. Junior hears the push, but Laxi too quick for him. 2 versus 4 now. Peeping, backing off onto platform. And Rush getting behind the pillar. So Nouns, they're keeping this retake difficult for them. Okay, Peeping picks up 3. And Nouns, they take a pistol here on Anubis. And that's a dangerous sign, a dangerous omen for Akimbo because they were not able to take a pistol on Nuke. So the fact that they've come out swinging shows us they're here to play this time around. Also, if you did watch the other game, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this as your first game, sorry for spoiling the other game. But it is going to say Game 2 in the title, so, you know, it's really your own fault. Just looking out for the YouTube audience, chat. All right, big push out into B for OB. Not going to spot anyone. Nouns tucked away. Ooh, Rush getting dinked, and OB. Ooh. Putting that deagle to work. Laxi punished as a result, but OB's still on 2 HP. This one's still very possible, very plausible for Akimbo, but meanwhile, Classia making his way out onto the A-bomb site, and Akimbo none the wiser. There's no one here to be watching for this. Ooh, he looks like he's about to catch his prey. Oh, the timing! Nade goes in, and there is his prey. That's going to be Cameron taken down. 2 versus 4 now. And this is a forest buy for Akimbo. So losing this is going to set them back a fair few rounds, and on Anubis, where the T side is so dominant, things are going to be feeling quite bad for them after this. 2 HP, Obi going to take his kill and go home. If he can catch a couple of the Nouns weapons, then at the very least he can make their buys a little bit worse going into the first full buy round. But it does not look like that's going to be the result. Obi going to be stuck with this FAMAS. That's the end of that. So it's pistols now, once again for the Akimbo side, going into round number 3. They do have that hero rifle in the hands of OB, but that's all they'll be fielding here, and they're going to be just looking to at least cause some damage, but that nade going to feel quite painful. The question is, how much info did Classia manage to gather there? Because there's 3 players stacked over by the A-bomb site and 2 stacked over by B. Nouns, they've left bomb over by steps, so they do need to collect that, but it does look like they've got the info in hand, and they'll head on over to the B-bomb site in due time. Molly's going to start to rain on in. The execute about to come through, and N20, can that Deke do any magic like the last round? No, it cannot. The MAC-10s will overwhelm the B-bomb site, unlock it fully. And now this hero rifle, now it's got a lot of work to do. Ooh, and it's going to be caught here peeping. Not going to allow that to be saved. Just a double kill for himself as Classia falls. Cameron, USP in hand. Oh, does catch a headshot, but that's going to be all that Akimbo will have. 0-3 on their CT side. We'll get the full buy. Obi now picking up the AWP. Interesting. And N2O was using that on the last... Oh, you just knifed your teammate. Well, gonna take it on out through main here. It's a bit of a dangerous scenario because the player you're fighting is Rush. We are gonna get the boost up outside of B main. Rush. Question is, will you expect that? But the timing... not going to be on the side of Akimbo. Good nade damage onto Classia. That, at the very least, is something Akimbo can stick in their hat. Nouns. Okay, wait a minute. That AWP does get its day. 2 players on the B-bomb site now, and they've got the numbers advantage versus Nouns, 4 versus 3. And Nouns taking this one a little bit slow. They still have plenty of time left on the round to work with. Looks like this time they're going to take note of that AWP on the B-bomb site. Work their way on over to the A-bomb site instead. Cameron and a rush. Oh, the fast push on in. The CT Molly doesn't do as much as it used to do, but it's still dangerous, and the rifle plenty dangerous as well. Classia able to avenge his teammate, but it's a 1 versus 2. He's got to get the bomb down immediately. 15 seconds remaining, waiting for the push in. Successful. Oh my goodness, Classia. What was that clutch? Classia, like, did I just do that? I did just do that. Those were my headshots. Sometimes the spray down is skillful. That is, I'll call it a skillful spray. Alright, Molly's going in here, gonna block off mid. Noun's gonna look to just take that mid pressure, give themselves all of the options here. The 5-7 comes out for ZY and N2O, putting that Deagle to use as well. Nouns with some unexpected losses. Prepare for unforeseen consequences. N2O just crushing heads with this Deagle. Rifles. Kind of feel like they should have done more to those, but sometimes the Deagle just goes off. You just go off, King. So 2 versus 3. It is rifles versus MP9s. Laxi, though, in an unexpected spot, takes the head of Junior. That's going to be bombed down. AK picked up. Ooh, looking for some shots through the smoke. Salvaged was the word I was looking for. AK salvaged. There's the option for more weapons here as well. Classia, though, he does manage to grab the bomb and get out. What in the movement? Cameron, though, already on site, but are we going to get another legendary clutch? No, we are not. Just a single kill and the first round for Akimbo. Glad to see them up on the board. Nouns with the instant timeout in response. Well, this looks a little bit more familiar. N2O picking up the AWP for Akimbo rather than Obi or someone else. But Nouns' money has been pretty summarily removed. Akimbo definitely, with some time, a little bit of runway, could still cause some damage here. Do not count them out just yet. 9-13 is a very respectable scoreline on Nuke. And this being the stronger of their maps, just based on win rate. Nouns still have something to think about, even with the strong start. Again, you've already seen what can happen when you play with too much confidence. Don't want to play with too much or too little. There is a happy balance. Nouns, though, lining up for the B site take. Getting their forces all positioned, all default-like. Just waiting for that dinner bell to be rung. A little bit of a risky proposition, though. This is going to be a 3 versus 3 fight on B. Nouns now just getting utility to block off the A site players from getting involved on this one. That's actually, that utility calls the rotation. ZY making their way out into mid, so this does give Nouns the advantage that they could be looking for, and they are going to take advantage of it. They unlock the B-bomb site. Now ZY just has to hold, wait for teammates, wait for support. Might just be looking to save here anyway. Sometimes that's all you need, a bunch of nades tossed from who knows where to pull the rotation. They fake Akimbo out completely with that. And they win a 5th round as a result. You love to see it. Round number 6 goes to Nouns. 5 rounds ahead now, and really firing on all cylinders. All 5 players surviving. There is enough left in the bank accounts of Akimbo. They do pick up rifles for their dead teammates. We can see the nades spread across the teams. It's a full 20 on either side, so everybody all armed and armored. And for Akimbo, they do have all 5, or 4 out of 5 kits. Now this is going to be tricky for Nouns. The op boosted up platform is peeping, looking to peek on in. The smokes giving him some pause for thought, and the op will fall on off. Oh, the flash goes in. Cameron just barely jumping away in time. Meanwhile, fight in canals breaking out as well. Owen Jr. caught. Obi looking for another. Glacia down to 11 HP. Does pick up that AWP. N20. Looking for the fights on mid. Is going to be able to take down Cryptic. Rush now getting involved behind his teammate. First headshot good. Looking for the second. Pulls out the molly, and it bounces off of the face of N20. That is going to be feeling a little bit silly. You've brought the rubber mollies. Why would you do such a thing? Akimbo managed to chalk up a second. That's going to put Nouns' money on notice. Now they're going to be stuck on just rifles. No AWP in store for them. Looking to just rip this momentum right back. Ooh, but the AWP not going to make that easy for them. N20. Making things work out. Putting that op to work. Nouns, what is the next move? Because I already got peeping up toward E-box. You've got a positioning for... You've got a posture like you're going to go for a B split, but now you've lost peeping. So what's the next move? Akimbo starting this one off strong. They're going to take some space over by A instead. Glacia will take one frag back. Nouns doing a good job of keeping Akimbo guessing. Unfortunately, they're losing their one-on-one gunfights. So this round might just slip away. 2 versus 4. But oh, walking away, but it's not going to matter. N2-0 stands tall with the double to close out the round. And a 3K on the round as Akimbo put themselves now 2 rounds below Nouns. Well, what do you say now? The Pistols not going to be feeling too great. They could seek to overwhelm, though this nade going to start to chew on their HP. M4 now played inside of mid. Oh, we are going to get the boost up for Junior. ZY is going to choose to give up the space in mid. Puts down a couple of shots. That is going to reveal the position. Molly goes in, but Peeping not going to care. But it is going to be Nouns burning to death. ZY with a 4K. Just mowing them down, setting them aflame. Nouns, such a strong start now. Fighting from behind. Very strong buy on the side of Akimbo, and Nouns feels like just back to basics. Got those Galils, got those AKs. Need to make them worthwhile. We've had some big brain plays already, but again, the individual gunfights had a couple of rough spots. Player close B, but that's a little bit of bait. Laxi playing from behind in B as well. B players on the B bomb site for Akimbo. Nouns, again, they're looking to overwhelm this. They've got the positionings. We've seen this setup before. Nouns, they took their players and they threw the nades. They threw the utility that drew the player away. And it's already kind of happening. Obi getting moved over by Temple. Meanwhile, N2-0 picks off Junior. Ooh, but Laxi getting a little bit overzealous. And Peeping going to pick off 2 as a result. It's not quite the B-bomb site locked up. Obi now in the position to rotate on in before Nouns arrive. 25 seconds left in the round. So much molly damage. Listen to all those ticks. Nouns, they are going to get the numbers punched in. And they might just take momentum back into their favor. They've still got a long road ahead. They want to make this one work. The money, Akimbo, even as they start to work their way on in. Obviously, they're not going to go for a save with this amount of money. Peeping, though. Good kill. Quickly traded by ZY. Camera now getting involved for E-Box. Oh, my goodness. Akimbo, they overwhelm. And it is going to be 5-5. And Nouns, again, will be playing from the back foot. So yes, the reason that I say no gambling talk is because I realize that a lot of people watching this game are not here for me. They're not here for the teams. They're here because I placed a bet on the teams, not because they placed a bet on the teams. The reason that I prohibit gambling talk is because people get really, really angry about it. And because I do read my chat. I don't always talk to my chat because I'm trying to focus on the game, trying to stay locked in. But I just don't like to see all that toxicity when I look over at my chat. So, I say none of it. Now, Cameron gonna be fighting 4 players from Nouns. Nearly all alone. Does have ZY in. on the rotation, and these pistols, though, going to get bowled over one at a time to ZY. Ooh, wait a minute. The pistols crushing their way on in. Peeping drops down on Cameron, and suddenly we got a 2 versus 3. Nouns looking like they might just have what it takes to take an eco round into their favor. Laxi, though, on site, not waiting for his teammate, knows there's 2 rounds left in the half, and they've got plenty of money. Not even interested in waiting for the molly to burn out. Good kill for Peeping, but Laxi here for the trade. 1 versus 2 now. 2 bullets left in the clip. Has to go for the reload. Down to 15 HP. Cryptic and Junior holding off this final player on the site. No, he's playing from heaven, from bricks, from heaven, from bricks. He's moving. He's noisy. And Junior with the deagle will put an end to his shenanigans. Picks up the op as well for that final round. That fresh op smell. How's it going, Hamboni? Well, that's a cool little smoke. It lands deeper into the CT side of B, main. But it is one that Nouns are not looking to make any effort with. Got no one outside of B main. Cryptic available just to maybe look for something cheeky. Knows the opper's there now. That's going to send the signal to the rest of the team to head on over to A, and Cameron caught with a nade in his hand. Now it's just ZY to try and hold off the tide. Able to get a headshot, but not going to get the second. And the rest of Akimbos will fall one after another. 2 versus 4 now. This bomb is planted. Both players looking to make their way in through cams. Cryptic already taken down double doors. So 2 versus 4 turned into a 2 versus 3. Ooh, but Junior gonna rip that right back. Obi now all that remains. Little sneeze. Headshot on to Rush. Looking for more here. Gonna blow the smoke aside, but the AWP not even necessary for Junior. He's gonna pull out the deagle, and he's gonna rip that round in the favor of Nouns, 7-5. So we see a little bit of a similar story from Nuke. Except this time, Nouns, they get the advantage side to start off, the T side. They take a 7-5. Last time, they had the disadvantage side, 5-7. See how that affects the outcome of the game. They did manage to win their T side pistol, but really going to come a lot is going to come down to the second half pistol, and N2O going to start this one off strong. Headshot, and Akimbo just overwhelm mid, overrun. Rush now looking to get some momentum back. Oh, good damage on a Laxi, but not enough for the kill. Waiting. Oh my goodness, Laxi. What in the world? 1 versus 3. But the Cloud9 Boston Major winner to try and take a second pistol for Nouns. This would be absolutely huge if they can get it, but there's players lurking all around an N2O. Working strong in the favor of Akimbo. So the T side off to the races, and Nouns looking to force their way on in. Nouns do not want to let the Nouns do not want to let themselves lose momentum that easily, but it's one of those things. It's like a butterfly. try to hold too tightly, and you're just gonna crush it. Although, okay, pissed peeping is like, you're in my way, Cryptic. And still 2 rounds to the favor of Nouns. Rush playing from below, peppering Akimbo. And actually, Nouns, they managed to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Some unexpected off angles turn into gold here in the hands of Nouns. N2O now, last player standing. Well, he's going to start by crushing Rush, but he's got a lot more to do, a lot more work than Classia. More than happy to be the one to finish the project. And Nouns, and we saw this on Nuke. They did lose the pistol, but they took momentum back. They lost the first round, and it did not matter. We're going to get N2O bought up once again. Got that hero rifle in hand. Boosted up. Playing off of mid, looking for just almost a desperation pick. Nothing gained though, and well, we are going to get Cryptic starting this one off to the races. Double headshots, and Junior joining in as well. This mid push completely rebuffed by Nouns. Peeping, looking for the shots. That's a deagle on the other side. And it's in the hands of Lexi. Bites Peeping down. It is going to make this one. Every little bit helps. Akimbo just looking to pull down on the economy of Nouns if they can, just a little bit. Every little bit helps. Lexi going to be on their own now. 1 versus 4. All the teammates dead. The bomb long slipped away. And 20 seconds to work with. You don't want this one to be a saver. You want to get the kills, and oh, that's a good kill to get. Well, now you're okay with saving. Now you've got that 8K. You're going to be happy to save. Taking the kit away as well. Still going to be Nouns with now a 3-round advantage on their CT side. I'm gonna have to commit that to my head. N2O, N2O. I'm really bad about names. I gotta work on that. Regardless, this is gonna be the force. This is gonna be a force to see if Akimbo can steal momentum. Otherwise, Nouns double digits on their CT side. Akimbo just grouping up in water. Waiting for the push on in. Classia crushes Obi with the Kobe. But Akimbo still looking for the A-bomb site, all the same. Peeping gonna have suddenly a lot of work on his hands. Akimbo, they don't have any nades left over, so they're gonna go into this one dry, but that might be fine. Sometimes the swing on in works out perfectly. Lexi picks up 2. 3 versus 4 out of a round that Nouns had so many advantages on. But look at the health left over. Cryptic, oh, he's got a little bit of the shaky aim. N2O, good kill back, but now all alone over here by supplies in heaven, and it's Rush to crush to close out the round, and Nouns picking up double digits. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to work on the wordsmithing. Try to make the get a little bit of a rap going. So double digits for Nouns. 3 more separating them from redemption from last night's games. 3 more rounds to really make an impact. They're so far up in the scores for this season of ESL Challenger. But there's always more room to go up. We might have a bit of a fight outside of A here. Cameron waiting for the players to peek him, but peeping. Oh, does peek into 2 to open up the round. Nouns looking strong now. 3 versus 5. Definitely possible for Akimbo to come back into this one. They still have bomb under their control. They've got a decent amount of map control up mid already. N2O going to be a bit of a nuisance in this position. Stop Nouns from being able to rotate. And, oh, we might have a bit of a bad rotation here from Nouns all the same. They're sending their 2 back on over to B. We're going to have a full 5-man retake on the Nouns side. Why are they leaving the A bomb site completely open? What is this read? What are you... Okay. Bit of a ring around the rosy for Cryptic and Peeping. They've decided to leave the bomb site entirely and re-rotate in through cams. Full 5-player retake. Well, if it works, it works. Nouns definitely taking their sweet time about it, and with all of the utility that they're being faced with, you have to keep it a little bit careful. Classy going to be the one to challenge from Beach. Ooh, the flashes go in. That nap bomb getting critically low here. ZY, good first kill, but Cryptic and Clasia will answer back, and Clasia will close things out, clean up Akimbo's, and it's 4 Nouns players surviving as this bomb is going to be defused, and Nouns going to take 11 here. Look at that. They've got 3 AKs in their hands as well. They've got the AWP. Nouns looking comfortable. Maybe I should not have ever doubted. With the bomb plant, though, Akimbo going to be sitting pretty on the buy. They're going to have the full should have the full rifles out. They are missing a head armor on N2O. And this is it. Akimbo down by 5 rounds. Ooh, wait a sec. DY just slips in through the smoke, but the spray is not there. Junior lit down to 6 HP. It has to hurt, but now Obi getting behind Nouns as well. We're getting like a 3-pronged attack onto the B bomb site. Players coming in from all directions, and it's a chance to cause some chaos, but Classy is aware. Junior joining into that AWP, speaking loudly for Nouns. ZY now in the 1 versus 4, that Opera taken down, but is there even a hope of this? There is not. Only the 1 kill is all he's going to be rewarded with, as Nouns take 12 once again on the final round. No bomb plant this time either. This buy for Akimbo gonna be looking worse for wear. We're getting the final timeout here for Nouns, just icing out their opponents. They're like, we're gonna let you sit and think about what you've done. All the mistakes, all the little pieces that you've taken. the nuke lead that you had. We're going to let you think about that one. I've got one final pause left to work with, but ideally, this is where you close it out. 6-round buffer between Nouns and Victory. They're the ones with the AWP. Akimbo are the ones with the MAC-10 and the Galil. They're going to need something clever if they want to make this one work. Ooh, it's a fast push, though. Over to the A-bomb site. Clasia able to take one, but he's overwhelmed. Now peeping. Oh, not going to be overwhelmed as well. A triple kill to keep Akimbo away from Victory. Looking for the 4th, but N2O will at least deny that one. But it's a 1 versus 3. And he's lost access to bomb. Just waiting for the push on in. Waiting for something, but it will be denied. Junior to close this one out. 13-7. 13-6. A solid 2-game series from Nouns. And that means the chat, we're feeling pretty darn Nounish. Sorry, I delayed that because I was putting this on, and I really need a microphone that is sideways so that I don't bump into it all the time with the noggles. That's okay, I have these.